So welcome everyone. We have been practicing the calf raising exercises, the heel raising exercises, standing as well as in the sitting position. Now, when we do it standing, and I'm going to demonstrate that standing. If you want to stand up, you're welcome to, but otherwise, when I do standing up, if I do that a few times, what happens in the calf is the calf muscles contract along with the hips and thighs. But calf is the main area. And as you know, when you walk, when you sprint, for example, or walk fast, calf gets tired, and we know how calf pain can happen, cramps can happen at night. All these things can happen. Now, we have used this particular method of training our muscles. The muscles get trained in this situation. How? What happens is when we contract them fast enough and long enough, the muscles build up something called the P substance. P substance is pain substance. It's acid actually. It's acid or lactic acid and some other acids. And they build up because, as you can imagine, the muscles are moving faster than the amount of oxygen you can have. And so you develop something called oxygen debt, lack of oxygen. So how do the muscles then survive? How do they continue to function? For example, people who run marathons, you see, or people who do a lot of sprinting, and supposing you have to run, catch a flight or something, you are able to do this. Of course, you get tired, you may get pain, but you are able to do it. And what is the way in which these muscles develop the there are two ways to get the energy, as you know. One was with good amount of oxygen, and that's where the glucose is broken down, and the cycle is producing almost 30 to 36 amount of ATP. ATP is the energy unit. We have learned that. It produces that much. We have enough oxygen. But when you don't have enough oxygen, it will go through another cycle where the acid is being recycled. Acid that is produced gets recycled, and the muscles start learning out of it. And by more exercise, more building up tolerance, and all, the muscles start using the acid as the nutrition source, and that cycle produces less ATPs, but it can still survive. So we have used this to build our tolerance. If you do this exercise on a regular basis, like for example, you start with 2 minutes first, and the same you've done that more than 3 minutes, then you go to 5 minutes. And how many times a day? You can do any number of times. You're standing, you can do it. Just raise your heels and come back. And you can do it as this is just about training yourself. You're standing in a kitchen cooking. You're doing something you're not doing. I showed you with the sitting in a chair. You can do it by watching television. It's just a matter of focusing to develop the calf muscles. When you develop your calf muscles, your walking will be much better. You can walk longer. You'll be able to tolerate. And one of the things I've been able to do is I go about 6 miles every day, and I train my calf. And the only difference is that after a certain part, the oxygen debt does come in. So you do have to add the breathing work. Breath work is very important. You must breathe well, fully, deeply, and slowly in order to really get the oxygen debt paid off. And the muscles, second point is massage the muscles. These two are very important with any kind of exercise. When you walk on a treadmill, if you walk in a Zumba, any kind of chicken dance, what you just did, follow with the massage. It's very important to take care of these muscles and the muscles then really learn how to give you the service that they really should give us.